3 U.S. troops killed in drone attack in Jordan, more than 30 injured. Just now? Yeah, just now. This is the first time anyone has died in the Middle East. You know, it took a little while, but we did finally get there. Yeah, it's more than 30 injured, too. My goodness. U.S. outpost in Jordan, U.S. officials told CNN, marking the first time U.S. troops have been killed by enemy fire in the Middle East since the beginning of the Gaza war. Joe Biden has already pledged that he will respond. It's 40 now. Well, 40 is a larger number than 30, I think. I'd have to get one of those eggheads to, you know, look that over. Let me see if I can... Where specifically? Do they say where the base is? At Tower 22 in Jordan, near the border with Syria. Okay, near the border with Syria, so just anything in this ballpark. Probably here. Maybe here. Who knows? Somewhere in this ballpark. Officials said the drone was fired by Iran-backed militants and appeared to come from Syria. It is still being determined which militia group specifically is responsible, as if it matters. At least 34 injured one-way drone attack. Iran on Sunday denied any involvement in the attack. Of course. Tehran sought to distance itself from the attack, calling accusations of Iranian involvement baseless. Dude, Iran loves the Pepe Post. They love the Pepe Post more than anyone. It's crazy. So World War III gonna happen? No. Tehran's denial came after the Islamic Resistance in Iraq, an umbrella group of a number of Iran-backed militias in the country, said in a statement Sunday it attacked a number of targets along the Jordan-Syria border, including Al-Rukban camp. The camp is in close proximity to the U.S. outpost Tower 22. Okay, maybe them. Oh, there, it says right there. That's nice. Oh, that's all the way up in the corner. Look at that. Unclear why air defenses failed to intercept the drone. Well, you can't get them all the time. Love those borders. Yeah, very rationally laid out. This is also not going to look good for Biden's numbers. He's probably going to get more hawkish to compensate. Jesus Christ. The Biden administration has been criticized primarily by Republicans for not taking strong enough action against the Iran-backed groups for their attacks. In a statement on Sunday following the news of the 3 Americans killed, Senator Lindsey Graham said the Biden's administration policy of deterrence against Iran has failed miserably. The Biden administration can take out all the Iranian proxies they like, but it will not deter Iranian aggression. I am calling on the Biden administration to strike targets of significance inside Iran, not only as reprisal for the killing of our forces, but as deterrence against future aggression. What a psychopath! Not only as revenge for our dead, but also for like other reasons, you know? Oh my God. Biden's approval rating with Republicans is 2%. Why even bother? Hey, listen, okay? Democrats have never turned down a good opportunity to appeal to people who aren't going to vote for them anyway. Senator Roger Wicker, the highest-ranking Republican on the Senate Armed Services Committee, also called Sunday for a response, quote, directly against Iranian targets and its leadership. And House Armed Services Chairman Mike Rogers said it is, quote, long past time for President Biden to finally hold the terrorist Iranian regime and their extremist proxies accountable. Cool. Here's Tower 22. That's not a tower. That's a whole base. You really think I'm going to read your Reddit post right now, Philomath20? Enemy drone that killed U.S. troops was mistaken for a U.S. drone, preliminary report suggests. That could be a reason. How reliable is, like, anti-drone missile tech anyway? Like, do you let through 1 in 10, 1 in 100? I don't know what the ratio is. Just, sure, it's complicated. Aside from the soldiers killed, the Pentagon said more than 40 troops were wounded in the attacks. 8 were medically evacuated, including 3 who were going to the Landstuhl Regional Medical Center in Germany. The other 5, who suffered minor brain injuries, immediately returned back to VGG to share their opinions on my takes with me. It's very reliable. They don't usually use missiles. They use radar-guided minigun in a pod called a CIWS. I think I've seen those, yeah. Please explain what the f*** are these things? Well, they're Gatling guns that have radar. I wonder what more hawkish behavior in the Middle East would look like at the moment. I don't really know what direction that would take. I would be very surprised if the Biden administration actually does strike targets within Iran, because that would be insane. But then again, it's the Biden administration, and I don't trust them for shit, so who knows? I don't know if this would necessarily influence anything that we're doing down in Yemen right now with Operation Prosperity Guardian. So probably nothing there. We make like pretty reliable drone and missile attacks against a variety of Iran-backed militias in the region. Maybe we scale those up. I doubt we're going to attack Iran itself, though. If we did attack Iran itself, that would be wacky. That'd be pretty gosh darn wacky. As of Friday, there had been more than 158 attacks in U.S. and coalition forces in Iraq and Syria. though officials have described the constant volley of drones, rockets, and missiles as unsuccessful, as they have frequently not caused serious injury or damage to the infrastructure. Nice. Man, I feel like we have to leave the Middle East, man. I don't know. Philomath 20, thanks to you being annoying, I now think it's doubly good. I don't know, Pimp God Caligula. Stuff like this usually takes time. We'll have to see. But oil? We're not getting oil from the Middle... Guys, that's not the nature of our position in the Middle East anymore, okay? We're not like... It's not like we're supplementing our domestic, shortfalls by pumping oil out of the ground in eastern Syria. It's like that's like making the whole empire or whatever. We make a lot of our own oil. We get a lot of it from Saudi Arabia. The reason we have so many people to... Look, the only reason we have people down here is because of Iran. You know that, right? That's it. It's just Iran. Without American presence in the Middle East, Iran would control a lot. Given enough time, Iran would probably oversee either a coup in Iraq or they would exert enough cultural and military control over Iraq through their close presence and their militias that they would functionally control Iraq, at least to the extent that they find necessary. Syria would fall, and so would Rojava. Presumably, Jordan would, at the very least, influence would increase, The reason we have so much military presence here is because we're trying to prevent... Right now, the Middle East is like Iran and Israel are both doing the like Popeye rolling their sleeves up thing, and they're marching towards each other. And America is trying to keep them from smashing into each other. That's unironically a big part of it. Direct conflict between Israel and Iran would be bad for business because it would influence, stability in the region, Saudi Arabian oil, blah, blah, blah. Israel, because it's run by lunatic psychopaths, wants to control a massive territory 5 times the size of current Israel borders, and probably also fantasizes daily about like nuking all the Arabs in their vicinity. Meanwhile, Iran funds, trains, and provides arms to 5 trillion militia movements spread across the Middle East. So, they're having a great time. Israel gets a lot of support from us because we want them to keep Iran from developing their nuclear weapons program because we don't want to invade Iran directly. It's a whole mess. It's a goddamn mess. Guys, did you know the Middle East is a mess? Has anyone been brave enough to tell you about this before? Syrian Democratic Forces are now building military towers equipped with surveillance cameras and equipment alongside the front lines with the Assad regime and Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps. Goal initially is FDF held Deir ez-Zor, then SDF held Raqqa and Manbij. I don't know if Rojava is going to last that much longer, guys. I'm not going to lie. Live UA map Syria. Does this give nice, clean control borders? Yeah, close enough. Let's get that key up. Where's the key? Show me the key. Where's the key? Key. Nice. But I'm blocking it for you guys. Yellow is Rojava. Red is government and pro-government forces like Iran-backed militias. Green down here is FSA, moderate rebels, more radical groups like Hayar. Green is the wacky zone. Golan Heights. I don't see any Islamic State territory. Is any of it marked here? Islamic State is black. Yeah, I know. Is this meant to be black? Because this is like a very light gray. Is this black? I thought this was non-aligned. Yes, this is? Oh, okay. Well, it says black, but it's... Alright, well, whatever. Show patterns instead of colors? Yeah, I'm colorblind. Wow, that's not any better. Never mind. No, show colors. No, go back to showing colors. Wait. It won't go back. Okay, whatever. Anyway, the moral of the story is that good luck, Rojava. They're not going to be easy to invade. No, they're not going to be easy to invade, but they've got a lot lined up against them. It wouldn't be pitch black or you couldn't see the map behind it, doofus. Then don't choose black as a shade color and also make it a darker gray. Jesus. Look, it's bad over there, okay? Leave it at that. We won't strike Iran or Hezbollah, but any other Iranian asset in the region could be going down soon. Yeah. But if we could just get rid of them, we would. We can't. We haven't because we can't,